Hey, it's Jordan with Status Coup. Over the weekend, Chief Twit, Elon Musk, continued to triple and quadruple his efforts to make Twitter the biggest cesspool on planet Earth. This time, sharing a conspiracy theory that the attack on Nancy Pelosi's husband, which left him in surgery on his skull, was because of a gay lovers tryst. Not true, but Elon Musk, free speech absolutist, decided to share it anyway. Let's give you more details. This is from the New York Times. 3 days after Elon Musk purchased Twitter, the billionaire posted a tweet that advanced baseless allegations about the recent attack on the husband of Nancy Pelosi. The tweet on Sunday raised anew questions about how or if Musk will act to combat misinformation and hate speech on the social media site. On Saturday, Hillary Clinton, the former first lady, posted a tweet assailing Republicans for spreading, quote, hate and deranged conspiracy theories that she said emboldened the man who attacked Pelosi's husband. In a reply to Mrs. Clinton's tweet, Mr. Musk wrote, quote, there's a tiny possibility there might be more to this story than meets the eye, and then shared a link to an article in the Santa Monica Observer. Let me show you exactly what that looked like. So Hillary Clinton tweeted about it, and then Elon wrote, there is a tiny possibility there might be more to the story than meets the eye. And he posted a link to a basically like a fake news site that a couple years ago said that Hillary Clinton is actually dead, and it was a body double in her place debating Trump during the presidential election. And here is what they posted. A San Francisco gay bar closed at 2 a.m. The two gay men in a bar then went home together. Happens all the time. Expect one of the two men was married to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. I might disappear for telling you the truth. If I do, you'll know why. So yeah, apparently Musk is either a total moron for believing this nonsense, or he just was trying to cause some mischief. Might be a mix of both. Who knows? Mr. Musk's tweet was later deleted, and it was not immediately clear who had deleted it. So, I mean, it's possible Elon Musk has people tweeting for him. I doubt it. He probably deleted it and didn't say anything, apologize, even acknowledge it, because he was getting huge pushback, and he doesn't want to ruffle the feathers of advertisers while he just took over Twitter. A 2021 editorial in the Los Angeles Times about websites that, quote, masquerade as legitimate local newspapers noted that the Santa Monica Observer, owned by one-time city council candidate David Ganizer, is notorious for publishing false news. In 2016, for example, the publication advanced a claim that Mrs. Clinton had died and that a body double was sent to debate the Republican presidential nominee, Trump. So, yeah, this is what Elon Musk is pushing. And, y'all have all the, quote, free speech absolutists saying this is free speech. And, it's the internet. And, misinformation will get passed around. It's up for people to judge and, research. Part of that is true. But on the other end, this is the CEO of Twitter. He basically is pushing right-wing conspiracy theories after he's made it clear that he supports, right-wing candidates. He has stated his preference for Ron DeSantis, another conspiracy theorist that is going to run for president, has a shot if Trump doesn't run. So it's kind of a big deal when the CEO of Twitter is pushing these conspiracy theories himself, because it shows what he is going to prioritize as CEO. He's starting to lay off masses of Twitter employees. And, I don't really think it's good for public discourse, democracy, if, the number one, one of the number one sites for journalists, thinkers, activists, intellectuals, just everyday people, is a giant cesspool and becomes kind of 4chan light, which it seems could happen under Elon Musk because he doesn't particularly care what he's posting or sharing. I actually think he's kind of a megalomaniac and just loves attention, good, bad, or otherwise. Let me play this clip. This is on MSNBC this morning from Ben Collins, who is a reporter who focuses on extremism and misinformation.
Yeah, so he was posting pretty standard QAnon, Pizzagate, cabal style stuff. The idea that the world is secretly run by this new world order, and it is trying to censor you. It's trying to prevent the world from seeing what's really going on. And that Nancy Pelosi and people like that, those people in the QAnon spaces right now, those people are at the top of that sphere. They are at the top of that pecking order when it comes to how people believe in conspiracy theories. And I do want to stress this. Right now, trending on Twitter is the lie about this guy. It's the lie that...
It's trending.
It's trending on Twitter as we speak because Elon Musk pushed it on Saturday. Or yesterday, sorry. I just want to make it clear how they got to this place. So, first of all, lies on the internet move faster than the truth. And that's in part why there are all these safeguards that Elon Musk is trying to take down on Twitter right now. The lies that were pushed were from bad pieces of information they found. For example, they said that Paul Pelosi was in his underwear. Of course he was, 2:30 in the morning at the time he was attacked. That led them to believe this was a lover's quarrel between two different people that knew each other. The reason they believed they knew each other is because the police put out a statement saying that they didn't really know who opened the door. So that led them to believe there was a third person in the house. So from there was this world building on the pro-Trump internet. What could be the opposite of reality here? And the opposite of reality they came up with was these two people were having a lover's quarrel in a house, and the police sort of intruded on it. It's fundamentally incorrect. It was pushed by the richest man in the world. And then yesterday, it was pushed by Donald Trump Jr., who posted a picture of underwear and a hammer and said it's a Halloween costume for Paul Pelosi. If we don't cut this out right now, not just the normalization of violence, but the idea that reality can't even exist anymore because it cannot catch up to the lies on the internet. I'm not a scholar on authoritarian history, but I've read Hannah Arendt. I've read all of these people. This is how it gets really bad. This is the start of something that gets really, really bad. If you are getting the guardrails off the truth, where it literally cannot catch up to the lies on the internet because of how the pipes work, how the system works, because of the incentives of the richest people in the world, then that's how you lose your democracy.
Basically, he's pointing out that, I mean, for better or worse, and there's a lot of bad as to Twitter, Facebook, Google. I think in many ways their policing of information, quote, misinformation is completely obscene. I don't particularly think Twitter, Google, Facebook should be who is determining what is and is not misinformation. We've already seen as they try to eliminate, quote, misinformation on elections, COVID, other things. They then cast a huge blanket, a wide net, and catch lefties, anti-war people, people critical of capitalism, and ding them, suspend them, suppress them. So there is definitely a debate to be had. Who should be deciding what is and is not misinformation? I don't think it should be Silicon Valley. With that said, I also do not think Elon Musk should be making these decisions, because Elon Musk himself, frankly, is a corporate vulture. He is someone that pretends to be, self-made man, even though he was born on third base. His father, owned a mine in South Africa. He has gotten, just hundreds of millions of dollars in government welfare for Tesla and other ventures. He is a massive union buster. He does not believe in free speech for his workers. He is basically kind of your, dime a dozen corporate scumbag who has exploited his workers. And he maybe supported Democrats in the past, but seems to be a right winger to me, likes Ron DeSantis, and has winked and nodded at other right wingers. This isn't the person who should be deciding what is and isn't misinformation either. And he's not a stupid man. I'm pretty confident that he knows that this wasn't like a gay lover's tryst as the reason Paul Pelosi was attacked with a hammer, but he just kind of casually shares it anyway. And I don't think it's good that Twitter under Musk, unless something changes really quick, is basically going to look like maybe a little lighter version of 4chan or these other cesspools online. Now, let's be clear. I don't really want to hear about misinformation from MSNBC, CNN. Right wingers like Elon Musk don't have the monopoly on pushing misinformation. Corporate media is a giant misinformation vortex. So they're not innocent themselves. I mean, the Iraq war, lies about Bernie and other progressives. They support every war, every coup. So the corporate media is not exactly who we want to hear about misinformation from. With that said, we're at a pretty dangerous time. I mean, later today, 5 o'clock Eastern, Tina Desiree Berg and I will be hosting the live stream, and we will talk specifically about the rise of the violence and the conspiracies that are leading to that violence happening throughout the country, particularly leading up to the midterm elections. So when you already have the country as a powder keg, when you already have all these violent conspiracy movements thriving and expanding, when you have Donald Trump Jr., Marjorie Taylor Greene, all these people not even winking and nodding anymore, but just pushing violence. Don Jr. posting jokingly, I'm wearing a hammer for Halloween about Nancy Pelosi's husband being attacked. Yeah, when you have all that already, and then Elon Musk just casually sharing this bullshit conspiracies, it's really bad news. And it does put us in a dangerous place as a society, because a lot of people who are very naive, very susceptible, easily brainwashed, easily manipulated, are one step away from getting a gun, a hammer, whatever, and going to commit violence based on conspiracy theories. So we'll see what happens. It seems like every day there's more news on Elon. And oh, by the way, on top of sharing his conspiracy theories, now his new idea to, I guess, make money for Twitter while laying all these people off is to charge $20 a month for a verification badge. Musk reportedly plans to charge users $20 a month to secure their verified check marks through a rejiggered Twitter Blue premium subscription. Multiple teams at Twitter were tapped to work on the changes to Twitter Blue, which previously cost $4.99 a month. Musk acknowledged in a tweet Sunday that the verification was being revamped right now. Quote, "This is the change that Elon has requested, and it has to go out by November 4th. An internal message to Twitter employees said, "This should be the most crucial work we do this week. The expectation is literally to work 24/7 to get this out. Every function in the company is doing the same." So, I mean, I have a blue check mark. It means you're verified. It's supposed to have its perks, but my Twitter account has been suppressed for years. I might as well be shadow banned. I have a lot of users who tell me, a lot of supporters who tell me they never see my tweets, even though I have 125,000 followers. But $20 a month to have a blue check mark. I mean, maybe some people will pay that. I don't think I will. But if that's Elon Musk's great idea to get Twitter profitable, good luck. So we'll continue monitoring and covering as Elon continues sharing conspiracy theories, laying off workers, and making Twitter the biggest cesspool on earth.